Oh, I'm here. Hey guys, happy Monday. Sorry I had to make an evening stream and I'm gonna wait for people to get here. But I am here. We're talking about Southern Charm. I'm Reality Kristen Marie. This is the Who Started You On podcast. If you're watching on all 5 platforms, watching me record this live, because it is Who Started You On podcast, you will be watching on Facebook, Twitter, live stream, Instagram, all live, so you can watch me record these live. Or you can go into the live chat. I'm sorry. Or you can listen on only the audio side on the Who's Audio on platform podcast on all your podcast platform. Krista, I can't speak. Hey guys, did I say everything? Oh, yeah, this is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're here at 12:30 usually. Oh yeah, we're also live on TikTok, so that's where all the people are coming in at. And I'm blind. Sorry guys, I got my glasses on. But yeah, what a long freaking day. But yeah, we're talking about Southern Charm. Southern Charm's been so freaking good. I haven't talked about. Well, did I talk about it last week? I don't think I did last week. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tara. Hey, Mimir. I hope you guys are still here. You'll probably be here in a couple minutes. I'll wait for you guys. Let me know you can hear me okay. Hey, Tara. I'll wait for you guys to get here. Let me get my notes open. But yeah, so Southern Charm's been so freaking good. I wish I had my other glasses, but I don't. Wait, I'd have to use these bifocals. So I'm trying to get rid of this real quick. Hey, Tara. Yeah, I don't know where everybody's at. But, well, I see everybody that's on live on TikTok. I just didn't see anybody coming on Facebook yet. I'm sorry, on YouTube yet. But let me clean these too. So yeah, this week Southern Charm. Today Southern Charm. Wednesday we're gonna do usual Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Then on Friday will be the last installment of freaking the Salt Lake City reunion, which we are definitely freaking talking about because I'm trying to get Dana to come on with me because it has a lot to do with her and why the storyline got fucked because I I wouldn't do it if I were her, but I wouldn't have released it without any money. So we're not releasing that clip. I screwed up the whole season, but I think that Whitney's still gonna get called out. But let me drink my coffee too. So, what's everybody been doing? What's everybody doing? Is everybody being good? Did everybody have a good weekend? I did. I was at my dad's helping my sister. And that reminds me, she texted me. I gotta check it. But yeah, so I was uploading these over on the Who Started You On podcast side. So if you're listening, guys, before you get in, I should probably leave the B-roll. But I'm on here for a while. So I upload the entire 2 hours on there, usually or 3 hours on there. You can listen to, thank you. You can listen to, or I'm sorry, pay attention to the chapters and it says transcripts, but it lays out like every 5 minutes what I'm talking about. So you can skip through it. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. If you want to usually skip through the first 10 minutes, fast forward for the first 10 minutes because I'm usually just doing this, talking, drinking my coffee, saying hi to everybody because I said I'm live. And all the episodes are live. But I am annoyed with myself because I listen back on the podcast side. I'm like, Krista, get to the fucking point. And stop cursing. Jesus Christ, Krista. Stop cursing and stop using your Lord's name in vain. Anyway, you guys look great. Thank you. All right, I see us. So, is anybody watching the show? Erin, where are you? Hey, Gotti girl. Oh, it's I think I did somebody at Larger Curves. Somebody had it, and it's a picture, and we just use it as a virtual background with the StreamYard app that we use to stream our lives. Hey, Gotti girl, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you came back. I'm so glad. I hope you subscribed. I'm sure you did. Do you watch Southern Charm? I hope you do. Anybody that wants to, let me know if you want me to drop the link. I will. I usually to talk about Southern Charm. And then I was going to get a little bit of Southern Hospitality, but I haven't watched it in a couple weeks. I mean, I have. I just haven't, I haven't taken notes. That's what I should say. But, okay. So, again, we know that Adam was I didn't know Adam, was supposed to be on Southern Hospitality, not Jason. And, yeah. So every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, I wish he was on there. I wish Adam was on there. But, so we have Chef Austin, Craig, Sienna, I'm not Sienna, I'm sorry, Austin, Craig, Madison, JT, Vanita, Whitney, the gang, the whole gang, right? Taylor, Paige and Craig in a fight. which is like, I guess you start to see the beginning of it. It's like crazy because we had no idea and we heard nothing about their filming. Nothing. We didn't even think they'd break up. Well, I didn't think they'd break up. So it seems in this episode that you start to see the cracks in Craig and Paige's relationship, which is so sad to me. And I don't know why I guess you fall out of love with people. I don't know. I don't like, I feel bad questioning people that when they fall out of love, like I watch, like it's not like Craig did anything wrong. You know what I mean? She must have fell out of love with him. And I don't know why or does she think that she can do better as far as like financially? Because I mean, Craig's a friggin' lawyer. He's a millionaire from down south or sewing down south. He's our Craigie. He's our hot Craigie. Craig, I don't like how you're breaking up with Austin. He's breaking up with Austin this week. And it's like a real breakup, guys. Like I know that they get back together. Like I've heard on a couple episodes of recaps, people saying that they know that they've made up. But I mean, they have a friendship just like, Shep has with Craig. You know what I mean? Like it used to be Shep picking on Craig, and then now it's kind of like Craig's picking on Austin. And he kind of mentions that. And he's like, look, oh my God, you were kidding me right now. You make me feel so good when you say that because I never love myself. I'm trying. Like, I'm so like, I don't know. I wish I was more streamlined, but then you guys probably wouldn't. And I'd be just another podcaster. Like, I say I have a lot of filler words like and like, and I realize it takes me a long time to get to the point. And I was like crying to somebody. I think it was in the mirror. I don't know. I was like, I hate myself. I hate the way I am. I'm so stupid. I'm like, Jesus Christ. In 4 years, what do you mean? Like, look at your numbers. Your numbers are like, I don't know. It's like I have imposter syndrome. I don't know who this person is. I'm like, who are these numbers? Like, who's doing that good? That's not me. That's my evil twin. Yeah. Harsh reality's gone. Yeah, that was the bad witch. I'm the good witch. I'm reality, Kristen Marie. The harsh reality, she's no longer here. Her numbers weren't as good. The algorithm didn't like her too much. But the algorithm doesn't like the algorithm likes me. Hey Kath, hey Kath. Oh yeah, you guys all right? Look, Gotti Girl came back, and guess what? Terry. She doesn't watch Bravo, but she just likes me. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Okay, so we have the new girls. We have Molly, Sally, and they're not new, they're from Southern Hospitality, but they are like little war bags, I swear. Molly is maybe it's Sally. Sally, I don't know. I feel like trying to hook up with Whitney. Oh, with them Shep's girlfriend, the one he's not with anymore. She's a complete frigging stalker. Her grandmom's the queen of the Southern Charm fan club in the Bahamas. I'm not kidding you. Hey, Dad. I was just saying I was at your house all weekend. Yeah, she's the queen of the Southern Charm fan club, literally in Bahamas, like a real one. I was like, oh, and I did not think that Shep. I thought Shep could call that out. Like, if anybody can call out a fangirl, it's Shep. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He fell in love with the girl. And it's like, knowing her grandmom's the Southern Charm fan club person on the Bahamas, I don't know, whatever. It's kind of like how I feel about JT. Okay, I thought JT was like this cool Southern Charm guy or Charleston guy. And then I'm like, he's not even from there. And I was like, this dude must have watched the show from wherever he's from, saw these guys, wanted to literally like became a stage 5 clinger, decided to move to Charleston with the money that he has because he has money, and start to build a thing there just to hang out with these people. I swear he did. I don't know. I kind of feel like that about what's her name? I don't know. About is her name Sienna or Sierra? I think it's Sienna. And she has Miss Bahamas, by the way. Which I'm like, okay, Shep. I know now that we realize now that when he broke up with Taylor, he didn't really want to break up with Taylor. He did cheat on her. And the whole marriage thing, right? So he just completely screws her. Like, we know what happened. She got with everybody. Now she's with Gaston. And I think that he missed Taylor. I think he realized he wanted to be in a relationship and it was too late because he fucked her so bad. And he meets this girl, and it's like the first girl that he likes that he can deal with. Like, how could he even be in love with the girl? Shep he didn't fall in love until he met Taylor, and that was 7 years ago, and he's 45. Shep, I don't know how old you are. I'm sorry. We're just going to call it 45. And you only fell in love once, and you didn't even want to marry her. So it's like, you're not in love with this girl. So let's just I'm thinking you're not with her. But Shep, I think that Shep, I'm going to say that I want Shep and Taylor to get back together. I don't like Gaston. Something about him bothers me. I I don't know. I think I was a player, maybe. Probably because he broke up with Sally to be with friggin' Taylor. Like, he actually cheated on Sally with Taylor, and like said that they loved each other, but then he found somebody that better. You know what I mean? And then in this episode, I'm also, before we get to it, we have Vanita and JT. And I said in the beginning, I think this is a storyline plot. These two are just doing it for clout, but yeah, I mean, I would like it, but then something happens, which I'm like, what in the hell? Where this? What? Okay, what do you? I'm like, JT, you are a piece of poop. But anyway, not. Yeah, he is. My theory was he had a pill problem, and that's why he quit the show, because he looks like hell. He's acting like he's acting like JT, but he's got that pain thing, or hers. I'm sorry, the cane. From when he like flipped his ATV or wherever they were, and it landed on his leg. She does. No, actually, she doesn't. She lives close to him. I don't know, actually. She does real estate though. She might. I don't think she lives in Charleston. I think she lives near. I just feel like he really stalked them. I don't know. He's like he read the Bravo handbook. You can tell. Of what to do. The old. I'm gonna call it the old. No, he's a producer stream. Because he don't shut the fuck up. He doesn't care. He just thinks the truth is the truth, and it doesnn't matter. You tell people the truth, even if they don't want to hear it, and you just hound it into them and fight with them about it. Anyway, and again, Shep's 44. Oh, Kath, are you Kath? Who are you? The Shep police, Kath? Excuse me. 44. She must be the Shep police. I'm just kidding, Kath. So anyway, we also JT. Austin was getting pissed off at JT. Well, he wasn't talking to JT, and Craig and him have lunch, right? So, or I'm sorry, yeah, they have lunch and they make up, and Austin doesn't like it. But so now we start off the episode. Okay, so we have Craig that meets up with Madison. I love Madison. We still don't know what's going on with her and Brett. Well, what's going on with Brett's health? In this episode, he hasn't told her anything yet. He hasn't found out anything yet. He had another nodule on Madison's husband. They found some kind of something on his lungs at first or something. And then that ended up being okay, or cancer. I don't know, something. Had something removed, a cancer. And then now they thought he was in the clear, and they found a lump of something somewhere. And they're waiting for the results to come back. I don't know if it was his throat or what. But it's so sad because now we see her meeting up with Craig. And she's like, I just feel betrayed by you, because Madison, you gave JT a chance when he told everybody that my husband could have been having an affair, or that I could have been having an affair, or something like that. And you took his side. And, it's like, I mean, Craig should obviously understand that, but like, again, you don't have to just ice somebody completely out of the group, especially for that, Madison. And Craig's not like that anyway. Craig's, he's breaking up with Austin, and he's trying to hook up with JT. That's what it seems like. I'm just kidding. I don't know. He's been so mean to Austin. He's so passive aggressive and patronizing to him. Especially over the freaking podcast. They have the pillows and I call it pillows and page. Pillows and beer. Pillows and beer podcast that they started during COVID. And Chef looks good, doesn't he? And because Craig's being such a dick. And listening to Paige, who breaks up with him anyway, which I'm kind of like, Craig, see what the fuck you just did? Oh, I wish you could see through. I wish I could tell you that we see in the future. And tell you that, like, don't break up with Austin. Don't listen to Paige. She's about to dump you for somebody else. For Joe Mattia or Joe something. Because we know that she's not that old guy. Or not that guy that's a football guy, something. An agent or something. Yeah, Paige has another boyfriend. But it's so fucked up. Like, how dare her? I don't know. I feel bad for Craig. But anyway, he's trying to break up with Austin. And, he literally tells Madison that, I just feel like, if I don't have to have a podcast with him, then I don't have to worry about his life, and his life won't annoy me. Now, I don't know what he's so upset about with Craig's life. I wish somebody would say, or Austin's like, what is your problem with Austin? He doesn't, he goes to work, he does the podcast, he owns his beer, he does the podcast with him. all he's doing is he wants to hang out a little. They own 2 bars together. Him and Craig own, they're partners in 2 different bars. I understand you don't have to go out and drink, but you know how Maddie on Southern Hospitality is the DJ and she's a bartender, and she's like, she is sober. She has been on a sober journey, and she's able to work there and have a good time. And I don't know why Craig can't just, if he doesn't want to drink, he doesn't want to drink. They don't have to go to the bar every night. It's just weird the way he's treating them. And I don't know exactly, like I said, what he did. He has a girlfriend. We have Potsapotamus. What's her name? Putsapotamus. Whatever. Andre. I call her Pooksy. Pooksapotamus. So he's with Pooksapotamus and introduced Pooksapotamus to his parents. So like Austin's on a same path as Craig. They're both getting serious with people. You know, they own the businesses. They own all this together. You know, Craig, Austin's not fucking up. It's just, I don't know, whatever. I wish he would say it. Because I would just tell the truth. It was, what? We thought it was banana? You're so mean. Remember we used to call him Beige Plate? You guys remember who called him that first? Who thought of Beige Plate? Austin's Beige Plate. I never time I say him, I'm like, I want to say Beige Plate, but I don't like that person that made that up, so I don't want to give her any props, but that was a good one. You know, and Madison was talking to Austin, you know, or to Craig about it, and just saying, like, look, like, you know, he's going to miss you. He loves you. Like, you need to talk to him. Oh, my notes. Where'd they go? Oh, I know I'm live. Thanks for letting me know. You are now live on your channel. Oh, well, thank you. And they're the wrong notes. It is not January 19th. What am I doing? There they are. Sorry. I hope I was reading the wrong ones. Was I reading? I was reading the wrong ones. Okay. Okay. So, Leva and JT. So JT calls his mom to move on. We where JT were at his house. And he's got a lot of like businesses, but he calls his mom. I think Philip is in Virginia. Okay. I swear he looked at these people and he was like, I want to be like them. He is very condescending to Austin. I don't understand what it is, my mirror. I don't, Dan. I don't. But so JT calls his mom and he's like, she's like, how's your fiance, Vanita? And he's like, you know, they texted his mother Happy Mother's Day from Vanita. And so his mom gushes over her, and JT's like, she's my shining star. And like, they're just talking good about her, which is so freaking sad to me, because I don't want to give it away, but I wanted them to end up together, even though I thought it was her storyline. I'm not mad about it, you know, but he's a dick. He has a girlfriend. I'll give it away. He has a girlfriend. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's in the episode, but it's like, dude, what are you doing hanging out? Because they have a whole conversation about how they like each other, and she like starts to really think that they're going to hook up or something. And like, they've been hanging out a lot. And I don't know, JT, but he calls his mom, and his mom really likes her. It's obvious. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go hang out with her soon. And, you know, he's like, look, these people are starting to really not know who I am. And like, you know, to tell Miss Patricia I called her a bitch, and that's not true. I tried to talk to Craig, and Craig won't admit that I didn't say that. And he's, you know, just telling her all about everything that he has going on, and he wants some furniture. He got to get some place furniture, but anyway, they have chemistry. They address it, and they address it later on. But his mom's like, I love her. I love her. I love her. I don't even know if his mom knows he has a girlfriend or not. You know what I mean? Nobody knew he had a girlfriend. But then Vanita, she's like, literally, she calls Leva, and she starts talking to Leva about it. And she's like, you called him yummy last week. But he goes like, I know. Because last week he was yelling at Austin, but he was like in a t-shirt or something. And she's like, God, he looks so yummy in that shirt. And we're like, huh? Vanita. Okay. Like, we knew that, but it's just weird coming from her. She tells Leva. And then Leva's like, yep, yeah, you did call him yummy last week. And she's like, look, he's a very passionate person, so he's probably really good in bed. And she's like, I don't like making the first move. She's telling this to Leva. And JT's, you know, in the meanwhile, you got JT on the phone with his mom, kind of saying, like, yeah, I'm going to hook up with her, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, doesn't tell his mom he has a girlfriend. I don't think he tells anybody he has a girlfriend, except us in the end. But it's just weird. It's like, why did you go through all that? And it's like, dude, did you really try to hook on her to make sure you have a spot in the show? And then once you realize you do, you like, this fucker, you know what I mean? Like, dick her over. Like, I don't know. But anyway, Vinya's gushing over him. Like, before this even before she even calls, she's gushing over him. Before she calls, before she calls Leva, sorry, um, she's in her confessionals and she's like, I'm gonna make the first move. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna invite him to dinner. So she calls him and she invites him to dinner. And then we see Molly and Sally talking about Shep, which that was over at whose house are they at? Where am I at here? Oh, they went out. That's right. Molly and Sally went out. I'm like, where were they? They went out and they met up for drinks, right? Pretzels and drinks. And they start talking about all the Botox they've had. She's like, hey girl. The two blondes and two new girls are probably like, we're so cool. We're getting filmed right now. We're on Southern Charm. We're so cute. Sitting down at the bar, just them two, thinking they get their own storyline or their own scenes, what they do. I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just saying. And then they literally like, I got Botox here. I got Botox here. I go, oh, you got the filler here. I got the filler. I'm getting this done and that done. Like they all got all this shit done just for the show. She's like, yeah, I did it all for the year. You know, she's like, I'm just getting my calls them her preps or something like that. And she talks about how she get her boobs done. She had fat transferred from her butt to her boobs. And they're just talking about their salary, about their glow ups, I guess you could call them glow ups. I'd like to see her literally, one of them hook up with Shep. I don't know which one. They both, I think, have boyfriends, but we don't really care about them, I think. So she's like, in the one girl, Sally, she's like, look, I was engaged. That's why I got my implants. I thought that's what he wanted. And she's like, not that he ever told me that. And I'm like, why would you? Girls that get boob jobs because they think their guys are going to like them better like that. Because they look at different porn or they look at different body types of women and maybe they like, you assume he likes that girl's boobs and then you would go get them done like that girl's boobs. Like, I don't know. That's a fucking that's just so fucked up for them. Like you literally change the size of your boobs because you think your husband or your fiance looks at other women's boobs and they look different than yours, and you get it's. I don't know. You have to really not know your partner to do something like that. Like that he would really. I don't know. And she's like, I'm getting him taken out, and I'm like, I can't believe she actually got them in for something because she thought that's what her fiance wanted. He ended up he was cheating on her. You know what I mean? He was cheating on her, and they broke up 3 weeks before the wedding. But still, dude, like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's some insecurity. And she does sleep with a lot of the guys. So it's like, this is Molly, by the way. She also hooked up with somebody over on Southern whatever. But Sally brings up Shep and she's like, you know, he is better looking. And she's like, I used to hook up with him or something like that. And she's like, the other day we were walking our dogs. I was walking my dog or a dog and he drove by, stopped, and he stopped and he pulled over and they got out and they were talking and stuff. And he was kind of like flirting with her. Just as Easter gathering, Whitney kind of turned her off. She's like, I kind of like him. It's Molly, not Todd. She doesn't want to come off like she's desperate. It's like weird. And especially Shep's with Sienna, and she's, I think, dating somebody. I'm not sure. One of them's dating somebody, a blonde-haired guy. I don't know. Sally used to date Joe Bradley. Now Joe Bradley was sleeping with Luann, and now he's with Maddie. So they get around. Sally was with Gaston before, and somebody else. I can't remember. Gaston, Sally, and I just said it. Joe Bradley. And Joe Bradley said Bradley's going Luann. Luann to sell it. That's all. That whatever her name is. You know, that's Luann. So then Shep, he decides he's going to have a conversation with one of his friends, and he's like, he goes out and meets with Austin. And he's like, man, I'm having a bad week. And he tells Austin that Sienna had gone to Africa. Again, he lives here. She lives in the Bahamas. Shep can pick up and live wherever he wants. He's got mailbox money for the rest of his life, right? She is supposedly a part of the fan club, but they break up. But Shep tells Austin that when Sienna got back from Africa, he didn't hear from her for like a few days. And then when he didn't respond, he was really upset, but he finally messaged her and she said she just wanted space. So all week he's had a really bad week, he said. And, she's like, I just feel like, we didn't have any cracks in this relationship. And we do consider us in a relationship. But I don't know. I feel like I said, he just wants to be in a relationship, which is weird because Shep never wanted to be in a relationship. Or did he ever want to get married? But now I think he missed having that around, because Taylor did whatever he wanted. It's not like she, he told her to quit her job, she quits her job. You know what I mean? Like, she hooked up with Austin when they broke up. I don't know. Something happened. I think he's like, he thinks he knows he's better with somebody than without. And I agree. You can still do the things you do. And that's one good thing about Taylor, is she never stopped Shep from doing what he wanted to do. Except for cheating on him. You know what I mean? That was a no-no. But anyway, so he's telling Austin this. Austin's like, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Blah, 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 blah. But, like, he's like, me and Audrey, me and Puka Hippopotamus are doing well. And, Shep's like, I know, I told the girl I loved her. I was like, what? So not only did he just start dating her 6 weeks ago, 6 weekends, it took Taylor a year and a half for her to say I love you. It took him even longer to say they're in a relationship. And he has just seen this girl 5 or 6 times, slept with her, and he wants to marry her and tells her he loves her on the first date, Shep. I think if Taylor wanted Shep back, she could get him. I think that he has changed. And I feel like he has. Because this is a man that would, like, this guy that was willing to, like, do this for this girl, spend the money to go see her and stuff like that, and then want to actually live with her. He's like, I'm bringing my dog next time. And, it's like you start to see it like a human side to Shep, which I always have. I always loved Shep. I loved him and Cam's relationship when he was with Cameron, not with Cameron, but friends with Cameron. I don't miss her either on the show, but, like, I don't even miss Catherine, weirdly enough. Because what did she really give us last couple of seasons? She belongs in the cast. She belongs to those people. But I don't see her giving us much anymore. I don't care about her and Ravenel shit. I'm like so tired of fucking Ravenel. But we'll see, So Austin literally, like, oh my God, where was I at? What did I just say? What was I saying? Ravenel. Oh yeah, Ravenel. I miss Catherine, you know what I mean? Like, the Ravenel of it all. They show the Ravenel bridge all the time too. But I like Catherine. I want Catherine to come back. I think that Shep always says, and Whitney says, there's a spot for her when she's ready. She was drinking and stuff again. And again, she came on the show when she was 20-some years old, like really young, like 21 or 22. Meets Thomas Ravenel, who was 60. And she goes to this toxic, long live-in relationship with him, has 2 kids. He's constantly taking the kids from her. They're constantly, it was a whole thing. And I think it ruined her. And I think that's what she suffers with now. She never has full custody of the kids. And it's like, I know they brought in Molly and Sally and they're strong characters, but I think we need Catherine back. Definitely, we need Catherine back. I hope that she does come back soon. And I hope that Olivia was good too, but I don't miss her either. Let me say, Olivia did a podcast on her. She did. Really nice interview. She interviewed. Oh, Olivia has a podcast? Oh, I have to check it out. Recently? I would love to hear that. Oh, Olivia has a podcast. Good for her. I was wondering, somebody's messaging me. So yeah, I would mind Catherine coming back. And I just, the drinking and all that, I miss those. Okay, remember the end of the seasons? I don't know if you guys was the end of the season ball that would always be at like Catherine's. I'm sorry, at Patricia's, or it would be at like a hall, or a ballroom somewhere, and it would be like, even that chick, I can't remember her name, not Cam, but there was another chick that lived on the boat. Like, I wouldn't mind all these people getting in fights and like the argument at the end of the night. It's like a big drama. I don't know. I miss those days. But oh my God, my friend Kelly just sent me something I love. Oh my God, I'm middle of my live and I just thought you sent me. She's so cool, guys. And I'm telling everybody and you how much I love you. And you just made me so excited that you sent me that. If you open that and read that, you better call me. Love you. Run the most benevolent time available. So sorry about that. Olivia, she did find it. Thank you, babe. No, what was her name? Landon. I don't like her, but her name is Landon. I called her Landon. Remember Landon? She used to like Shep too. She told Shep she was in love with him. It's like Shep, like, I don't know. Shep's had a lot of women. I don't know if he can stay faithful. And if he could find a woman, well, Taylor won't deal with the cheating. I don't think he's going to find a woman that he's going to be able to stay faithful to. I don't know. Because, again, if he married Sienna, he's in the Bahamas. Like, Shep is, I don't think he can help himself. I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden he wants to be with somebody that bad. Like, I think I said Taylor, but like, I hope he realizes that he has to like practice not being a fucking cheater before he gets married. Like, I don't know. He's cheated on every woman he's ever had. We've watched it. Like, we've seen him cheat on fucking Taylor, and we're like, dude, like, oh, what is wrong with you? It's the best girl ever. So moving on. We have. Where'd it go? Jeez. Sally and Shep. Okay. Shep was telling him all about it. And Shep's like, okay, look, I'm paranoid, and I think that her being in the Bahamas, you're right. I'm paranoid. And I think like she's with somebody else, and he thinks it already. She was a bitch. She didn't invite Catherine to the roller skating party. Yes, that girl. Yes, she was a bitch. She was a real bitch. Remember, she tried to take Thomas from Catherine, and they got in a fight at the end of the episode, at the end of the season. That was so good. I used to feel so bad for Catherine. She always would get in fights with people. They always pick on her at the end of the season with those big balls that they would have. But Whitney too. Whitney's making appearances this season, but he doesn't really have a storyline. And I kind of feel like Patricia and Whitney, even though they're the creators and the producers of the show, they don't really need to be there. We don't have Michael anymore, so I'm not really interested in Patricia and the bitch that she is, because I do think she's a bitch, and I will call her a bitch. I just don't like it. I don't know. She's good friends with Madison, and Madison and her were supposed to have a podcast. I'm like, what the fuck are those two going to talk about besides other people? You know what I mean? Madison, yeah, but not. What are you going to talk about? I don't know. Delectable. I don't know. Not a bad idea, but not with her. Everybody has a podcast, so Madison's probably a good idea to get one. Yeah. So now Madison and Whitney is out of town, and Patricia invites Madison over because they have a slumber party. Again, they're hanging out. I don't know what they have in common, but Madison is hanging out with Patricia, and they're having a pajama party, and they come over and they have their pink champagne, pink pajamas, fuzzy slippers, and it's like, I would do that, but not with her. I would do it with my sister Shannon. We did the other night. We had a slumber party. I spent the night there. I hope she's getting surgery soon, so I'm gonna help her get some things ready. But and help my dad and all. Is my dad still here? Dad, you still there? Dad. Oh my God, Landon season 1. That was like 10 years ago. When Landon came on, she was there. She wasn't there long. A couple years, maybe a couple seasons. I don't miss the old Southern Charm, but it would be nice to have like maybe like it's not the same anymore. I'm all right with it though. It's a good season for not having the originals, except for only Austin and all. But they start talking about Shep's girlfriend Sienna, Madison, and Patricia, and they're like, at Rodrigo's dog's birthday party, she said Sienna had mentioned that her grandma runs a Southern Charm fan group, and it's like when I told you, she tells everybody in the whole freaking cast that her grandma runs a Southern Charm fan club. And Patricia's like, Patricia says, I've always had the best gossip, right? She's like, I approached Whitney about this, and Sienna had originally went on to Raya and went after Whitney. Now Raya is like a dating app, right? And Whitney's like, and she told me not to say anything. So here's Patricia revealing that Sienna went after Whitney first on Raya instead of Shep, and telling Madison on camera when she was told not to say anything. Like, this is what I mean. The woman's in her 70s or 80s, and she's doing this gossip like she's 20 years old. Why are you gossiping about your son's friends, you weirdo? You know what I mean? Like, you're an old lady. Like, I'm not old shaming, but like, what are you doing? You're acting like you're 25 years old. Like, you just told somebody something. Again, last year she told everybody how Patricia told her how Taylor showed her boobs to Whitney, or sent boob pics to Whitney, or something like that. See, I don't know. And it's like, Jesus, lady, like, stop nobody tell her anything anymore, Whitney. Like, stop telling your mom shit. Like, I thought she was cool when Michael was around, but no more. And then she's like, of course she's got ulterior motives. And I think the same thing, Sienna. She's also probably a stalker too. Who knows? But Craig tells Austin that he wants to separate the podcast with him, right? And they're going to go and have a one-on-one. So this is after they have the slumber party. Now moving on to Craig and Austin. Craig decides he's going to tell Shep, and he's going to use him as to facilitate, can't say the word, just like Krista, facilitate, I said it, facilitate a meeting. Oh, there's 300 people watching, by the way. All TikToky and other ones. Hi, guys. If you don't know who I am Reality with Krista Marie on the Who's Starting On podcast. Reality with Krista Marie podcast on the Krista. What are you saying? Reintroducing myself. I am Reality with Krista Marie on the Who's Starting On podcast on Reality with Krista Marie YouTube channel. Man, Krista, I've been saying the same damn thing every day for 4 years, and here I am, can't say it all. And if you're just watching on TikTok and you haven't subbed, you probably have. Subscribe if you ever want to hear us and talk to us in the chat. Come over to YouTube so I can see who you are and say hi. And if I'm not saying anything to you, I apologize. Again, this is my live recordings that I do of the podcast with everybody watching in my live chat. So I can't, but you got my drift, right? If I had another device, which I'll get one soon, I'll see you guys. But when I'm reading the recaps, to look up and get all the roses and the hats and the things you're sending me, I appreciate it. I love it. I'm sorry I'm not responding, but I'll get there. So on the way over to Craig's, he picks up Shep. Craig picks up Shep to go meet up with Austin, and he's like, look, I'm going to facilitate to give him for the divorce with Austin, and I need to separate the podcast. I'm going to offer him $30,000. And he's like, that's an offer he can't refuse. It's like, what? They make way more than that. They get their contract. They get way more than that. So I don't know what Craig's doing because he's a millionaire. But anyway, I don't know why he's breaking up with Austin anyway. But he's like, Shep's the only one that I think can keep us or can mediate. And Austin and Shep start talking about, Craig and all. Get straight right there. Craig and Shep start talking about relationships. And Shep talks about Sienna and how she hasn't called him or anything. And she wanted space. And the fact that Austin hooked up with Taylor last season and now they're friends is cool. But anyway, so Shep's like, or Craig's like, Shep, I really want you to mediate this. And Shep's like, I don't know if I can do that. You guys are both my friends. Hey, Danny Gossip Girl. Thank you for coming. I love you. Hard work. She's so hardworking, guys. Everybody follow Danny Gossip Girl on all of the channels. All of the social medias. She is Danny Gossip Girl. And yeah, so Austin's like, or Craig's like, look, I need you to be the mediator. And, Shep's like, look, you're going to have to give him a lot of money. And it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Shep doesn't think you should do it. Nobody thinks you should do this, except for Paige, which I don't understand. But, Austin's like, and Craig's like, I just need him to hear me or something like that. And they're both saying the same thing about each other. He just thinks he's like, Austin will never grow up. Will never be on my level. And it's like, you're on the same level. Yeah, you're on the same level. Like, what do you mean? But I don't know. It's like something all of a sudden he doesn't like him. So Austin sees them two pull up. So they go to meet Austin. Austin's like, oh, I thought it was just going to be Craig. He's got to bring his buffer, which I think is a better idea to have Shep there. But because Shep makes sense of things, he can be logical and be like, yeah, you just say that, whatever. Maybe he can help them communicate. Who knows? But when he gets there, he's like, oh, I guess he's going to bring Shep. And, it's like, we're supposed to be hanging out. And we're supposed to be talking about this, just you and I. And Austin's like, I thought it was just going to be one-on-one. And he's just already pissed off. But Craig says the three of them were hanging out, and it's awesome, and that they missed each other, which, again, I miss them all hanging out, too. So, in the middle of all this, before they even start eating, or wherever they're going, they try to facilitate a conversation between Craig and Austin. And it's like, Craig's the godfather, he says. And he admits, he's like, I've never seen it. But he's like, what did he say? I don't know. Talking about some stupid stuff. They're talking about being Italian. Craig's like, I'm only a little bit Italian. Paige is an Italian, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I watched The Godfather. I don't know what that's all about. But once they get down to business, and Austin was like, look, or Craig's like, look, I want to offer you $30,000 for the podcast. And Austin's like, what do you mean? Like, we're on that level? Like, you're breaking up? Like, you're really, like, you offer me money? First of all, he's like, it's not for sale. He's like, I'm not, he's like, it's mine too, and I'm not going to just give you $30,000 for it. And Craig's like, even though I don't want you to have anything to do with it, it's like weird. And Austin's like, whatever. I mean, he's like, we need to think about this. And Shep's like, look, I don't think you guys should be doing this. And Craig's like, I need to, like, definitely stay away from like the party scene, blah blah blah, and that was it. Which again, he hasn't seen Austin in a while, so how does he know what he does with his life? Like if you see him when you are there to do work and you're there to sew and stuff, whatever. But you can tell Austin's upset. It doesn't really get anywhere, except for they just agree to hang out and I guess see what happens. But so both Shep and Austin think Craig needs to be less stubborn and listen to constructive criticism, which is true. Austin claims he doesn't want Craig to go back to drinking heavily. He just wants Craig to cut out some quality time for his schedule. Again, he's trying to stay sober. And, he's like, I just feel like our relationship has hit a plateau. So Craig starts to say how he what was I saying? Oh, yeah, they're talking about that. The conversation goes nowhere, basically. But Austin's like, I don't know what you want from me. He's like, I was just telling you how I feel, and you just didn't take it well. And then now all of a sudden, I'm not good enough for you. But they don't really get anywhere. But they're all hanging out, which is a good thing. So then we move on to Vanita and JT. And this is where I thought they were going to end up hooking up. And I'm so mad that they're not. And I'm like, what's the problem? But anyway, she takes the initiative, Vanita, and take with JT. After we saw his mom like making dinner, our mom was there for something. I give him sheets, I don't know, something, some kind of mom stuff, which is cool. Again, I don't think he looks well. I think that he's acting a little erratic, but again, he knows what the show's about. But I don't know if something's up with his look well. Vanita's like, I'm going to invite him over for dinner. He comes over for dinner, and she's like, they finally sit down, and she's making, I think she's making spaghetti or something. But she was with Manny last season, and he was always with somebody else. So he arrives, and he's like, he says to her so many times, my mom wants me to marry you, Vanita. My mom wants me to marry you, Vanita. And he's like, man, I'm blown away by her house. And in the dinner, it's so delicious. And he's like, she's like, I put meals out for you. And he's like, I'm so attracted to her. And he's like, I'm attracted to you. And she's like, I'm attracted to you. And she said she can't stop smiling. Then, out of the blue, he goes, well, I got to just tell you something. He's like, I know that you have feelings for me, but I'm kind of dating somebody and I kind of have a girlfriend. I'm like, what? You have a what? You have a girlfriend? Where is she? And he's like, this is somebody that I've been with for a while. And I didn't want to say anything until I knew it was definitely serious. And he's like, I just don't want anybody to be the other woman. And he's like, I've been flirting with you a lot. You know that. And he's like, I'm interested in you, but I have a girlfriend. And he's like, I just need to see where it goes. And that's the end of that. And I feel like I felt like when I was reading this, I was like losing my train of thought. Like all of a sudden my mind was going blank. And I don't know if I said anything that was weird, it didn't make sense. I feel like I just was not passing out, but like sometimes up, guys. Like I was getting stuck. And where like I feel like, I hate to say this, time stood still. I don't know. I switched a timeline or something. I don't know. I switched into a different, I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever, I know what it feels like. Well, I think I know what it feels like when I switch timelines. Yes, I'm talking about the conspiracy thing. It makes this weird feeling, and it kind of felt like that. And then I kind of lost where I was. And then I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. Oh, it's 333. So I apologize if I don't know if I rambled or I said anything that was weird because, like, I don't know if you ever realize when you try to close your eyes to go to sleep a little bit, and you just close them for a second, and you're like, oh my God, this feels so good. But you're out, and you can't keep your eyes open, but you can't stay like that. They feel heavy like that. It's weird. But as far as the show goes, I'm loving it. I'm loving Southern hospitality. Everybody like, they don't really get into it, but it's so fucking good. There's so much man sex going on, and just regular sex going on, and people sleeping with other people. Adam's not there where she was. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what is happening right now. Did you notice? I don't know if you guys even noticed at one point. I don't know what the fuck I was even talking about. I was like, oh my God, I know what I'm even talking about right now. I was like saying something about JT. I'm like, I was thinking about what I was going to say, and then I lost my train of thought, and I just kept saying, I guess, what was in my head. Whether it made sense or not. But I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I hope I'm making complete sense. I'm trying. I know I don't a lot, but I also, I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to talk a little bit. I know I'm doing Southern Charm. So if you guys want to talk about Southern Charm before I go move on to something else, let me know. Does anybody want to say anything or I'll drop the link if anybody wants to come up. I want to talk about Blake and Justin again because there's some amended complaints. And the other day when I started talking about it, I got mad. Not mad at my panel, I was just annoyed because I was trying to. Before I drop the link, I don't know if anybody comes in and does want to call. I don't know if you can tell them, Amir, in the chat. Every once in a while, if you see somebody that you think wants to come up, just say, look, Krista dropped the link. If you're going to go up, just know, people that don't know me, that this is her panel. And please don't interrupt or talk or I try not to, but it's really, really hard for me when other people do because I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I forget what I'm saying and all that crap. So and just be respectful to each other. Me, each other, all of us. Respectful to each other. Let me drop the link. On it. But especially with the Blake and Justin thing. Because it's just so fucking obvious that she's lying that I don't know how anybody could not see that. And it's like, I don't know what you would, how can you believe any of the things now? But I also don't think that Ryan Reynolds is, all right, I'm going to put up my break lively. Let me talk about it talking. Oh, let me see, you're still talking about it. Okay. Olivia, I'll check it out. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, Terry, thank you. I got your messages. I saw your messages, Tara, and I was like, I gotta message her back. But when I read them, I hearted them. But I just want you to know that, guys, if you send me messages and I don't get to them right away, it might be a couple of days, even a week. All the different social medias, sometimes I forget to go in my second inboxes to see my personal one sometimes, and I don't see them right away, and I apologize. Don't think I'm ignoring anybody. I definitely don't ignore anybody. I'm like Zach Peter. I answer everyone. I just feel like I have. It's just the least I can do. You know what I mean? But plus, I love you guys. You guys are like the backbone of my channel, my podcast. And the downloads, guys. If again on the podcast side, if anybody's going to download the podcast, just download the episodes for me and rate them. You don't have to listen to them again, but I'm getting my ratings staying at still at a 5-star rating. I still have good reviews, but I want to be able to get Apple. I want to break the top 10, not top 10, but you know what I mean. I want to rate on Spotify. Apple does it, but I'm going to ratings on Spotify too. So, I just don't know. I guess I'm female genre still. Pop culture news, whatever. I'd like to see where I rate. What's it called? Rate. I don't know what it's called. Ranking. Top 10, top 20. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm rambling. The Blake and Justin thing I'm going to talk about because even I don't feel like there's anything that we can actually. What could we honestly say that was not a lie? But there's a lot of amended complaints. There's so much going on with it. I sit and listen to whoever's talking about it, and I'll listen. I hated it at first, then I was completely obsessed with it. Now I'm obsessed with it. I'm really mad the fact that I don't know what that is. Somebody's trying to debit money on my account. Don't even think about it, you fuck. So I'm going to go on to what the okay, guys. I didn't see, before we move on to the Dustin and Blake, I didn't see Bianca Sensori's outfit. And I just caught it. Why is she naked? Anybody want to tell me why she's naked? Why is she naked? Why is she naked? The Candace Cowens did a thing this morning about Ryan. Oh no, is it good? Oh, I can play it on here. I heard she had something good. So my theory was Ryan at first had nothing to do with, or I don't think Ryan came up with this on his own. I don't think that he's this person. I don't think Ryan Reynolds is setting out to ruin anybody's career over nothing. Not that Justin's guilty. I think that he has believed his lying ass wife for a long time. Oh, thank you, babe. Guess what? I should be up. I know it should be a lot more, but all of them are organic too. So it's been 4 years. I never, you know what I mean? I've been growing it slowly on my own. Thank God. Scandal helps and all that too, but those scandals help. You too, babe. Yeah. So I feel like I never believed that Ryan Reynolds was this person until his lying ass wife came home and started gaslighting him. Or I don't know what you can call it, but she Amber Heard School of Law or Amber Heard School of whatever. School of Life is where she went. Yeah, what in the fuck is that? What is she fucking wearing? Like, I don't care. You can walk around like that in your house, but why do you think that that's? I know we're talking about it, but it's not in a good way. I'm not talking about it in a good way. Like, I can't. You people are popular. You're famous. What the fuck do you need that dress like that for? If that's even what you call it. I'll play Candace's thing though. I don't understand that, and I don't know if there were. I don't see them getting kicked out of the Grammys. He was nominated for something. If you want people seeing you, and then you want to just make a, I don't know, what is the point? Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, why are you making us think that Kanye is like holding you hostage? Because I know she says she likes to do this stuff. It's not just him, but I just like, I don't know. She's so fucking pretty too. She's beautiful body, beautiful face. Like, why are you dressed like that? One time, remember they were in these bandages and they had no shoes on and their feet were so fucking dirty and the bandages were dirty and I'm like, what are we doing? What is wrong with you? Like, is there something wrong? Like, do you need the help? Like, and then here she is naked. Like, what the fuck? And I don't know what we're talking about, but it's like I said, it's not a good way. It's not like everybody's going, oh yeah, she looked amazing, and it's just drama. I was happy to see her too, and then I was like, oh shit. I know. I was like, girl, and I don't know if if they're just blocking her parts out, but I guess she was completely exposed. Is that what they were doing? Because I feel like that is just, I don't know what he's doing with her. Because this is the thing. Of course, I think he's been diagnosed bipolar, right? So was I. But, and I see how when Kanye acts the way he acts, but this shit that he does, like him and her are just weird. Like, you have the attention you need, sir. Why do you do this now for attention? Because it's not like anybody's going to look at her and be like, oh, I'm going to wear that outfit. I want to borrow that outfit. It's like, what? Why? Like, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. So, oh, God. I was talking about. He's talking about this. Why is that on What's Other Charm? Even though he's not on it, he talks about it. All right, sorry. So, Candace Owen, sorry. Okay. His lying ass wife is what I'm saying. I feel like, and I also feel like the fact that she is so hell bent on getting this a site taken down. It's not going to get taken down. If it's already been downloaded, it's already been uploaded. It's already here. It lives on the internet. Like I told Juicy Judice, everything you say lives on the internet. So stop fucking lying, you lying ass fucks. Okay? Because I'll use your own words against you. Because recently too. And the same thing with this chick, right? Candace Owens. I don't know. I'm not playing on there, but did she drop something? I'm gonna see if where's her podcast at? Upcoming. Okay. This is today. Okay. I'll play a little bit of it. So, is it really? Oh, yeah, disturbing, isn't it? Remember, doesn't she remind you of Amber Heard? She's Amber Heard, but I feel like the men are interchangeable. Obviously, the character of Johnny Depp. Like, I think every man in her life, whoever comes in her life, it deals with this. You know what I mean? And whether it be Justin or Ryan, like she has. I don't know. I don't think Ryan started any of this. I think we saw that Ryan was fine with him in the very beginning. He didn't say one thing about, I don't want you working naked with my, and again, she could have started a bunch of shit after that. She could have been going home, but I don't feel like post-production, oh no, it was pre-production. Okay. For them to do what they're doing to him, I can't see Ryan Reynolds, like I said, destroying another man's career, attempting to. The intention's there. Unless you hate the fuck out of this guy. And Ryan, why do you hate the guy so much? Oh, is she alive right now? Why do you hate the guy so much? Oh, people are talking in her chat. Oh my god. The plane crash, guys, by the way, that would happen when I was on the other day is so close to my house. It's about 20 minutes from here. It's like, it's so crazy. Less than that. Probably 15 minutes. And I live near the airport and it scares the shit out of me. Okay. Just had to say that because I just heard a really low plane. So let me play this and see. All right, you guys. So Ryan Reynolds obviously has to be the quarterback. I'll play a little bit. Once again, this is a way for the left and right to come together. You stand on the topic of deportation. What? Legals, we can now all agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldwin have amounted to high treason. And Justin read through the amended lawsuit. Ryan absolutely must go home, and I have got some major scoops. I mean, everybody's talking. The sink is shipping and people want to get into lifeboats. So let's jump right in. Welcome back. You guys hear this okay? You guys hear this again? Candace? Let me turn my fan off. Because she gets into the point pretty fast. And this might be good. Mass deportation for Ryan Reynolds. No way. He's a resident.
So they really did it, guys. They dropped the websites.
Yes.
The lawsuitinfo.com. It's promised by Justin Baldoni's team. They have chosen the path of radical transparency as their preferred method of response here. We never see this. This never happens. Everything's behind closed doors through PR agents.
Well, not really.
Like, here, we're going to play this in public. And just to be clear, they weren't the first to do this. It was Blake Lively. It was Ryan Reynolds. This was their strategy. Okay. And now they kind of want to put the genie back in the bottle. But guess what? The genie does not want to go back in the bottle. The genie likes to be free, okay? And we're now all paying attention. So I'm just going to very quickly, before I give you all of the tea that I got over the weekend, I'm going to go over the biggest revelations from the filing. And I guess we'll just start with revelation number one, which was that we were totally correct about Ryan Reynolds.
We were?
That like personality test, like an Enneagram.
Okay. I'm not going to say that I think that I don't think that this started through him. I don't know. I think that he turned into this person after his wife lied to him. Okay. So I'm going to keep my opinion right there and I'll let you go.
Personality type 1 through 9. Well, Ryan Reynolds on the Enneagram is a psycho.
How do you know?
He's just a psycho. His number is psycho. And we had suspected just by piecing together everything.
Oh, I don't know.
He didn't want Blake Lively to be away from him. Remember, I built out the timeline.
They have a baby. They have a baby.
Through it, and we realized that, oh, this is interesting. Like, Ryan Reynolds is filming at the same time as Blake Lively. He's also doing some football stuff. And they're basically apart. I'm sure he popped back a few times. For like 4 months, scheduled to be apart in a different country. And yeah, I felt that Ryan was kicking up some dust because he didn't want to leave Blake Lively alone with Justin Baldoni because he's away in the UK. And then I was positing that perhaps when he got home, he was either reading her text messages, reading through the dailies, reading through the script, and he just decided, okay, you know what? This entire production needs to be halted. I don't trust my wife. Okay. And my strongest inclination for that was the fact that on the day that the SAG-AFTRA strike ended, on the day that both of them had to go back to work, meaning Ryan had to go back to film for Wolverine and Deadpool, Wayfarer gets that shocking email of demands, and basically their production gets suspended while Ryan gets to go in the UK and feel confident knowing that he's not going to see Justin Baldoni until he's back. That was just my speculation. Well, in the recent filing, we can now see that Ryan was panicked in general. No way. Being apart from Blake Lively.
I still think that it had to do with the baby.
First communicating with one another. Okay, so this is the first time that Ryan Reynolds and Justin Baldoni are speaking to one another, and they're exchanging text messages, and Justin Baldoni does his thing. There's this thing where he's just like so nice and was like, he literally, to sum it up, so I'm not going to read Justin's entire text. I'm not going to read it. I was nervous to even text you. I'm such a fan of you. Like, you're so great. You're amazing. Your wife's amazing. And it then says this like really almost first day of middle school kind of thing where he's like, all of this to say, I know I sound ridiculous, but like, I just really want to be friends with you. He literally tells Ryan he wants to be friends with you. I get to see Ryan sitting there like, yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth. And you'll do what I say. So I'm going to show you these exchanges. This is Ryan Reynolds, Justin Baldoni. If you guys have not read through them, I recommend that you go
it's really good. I heard this morning, guys.
To read it. He even extends like saying how wonderful Blake was because she was very nice to his wife.
You guys can hear it, right?
The sweetest message to his wife. I mean, he's being so respectful.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here, Lady Virgo. I'm right here. I'm just letting you guys listen to this real quick, okay? And then we'll talk about it.
This text message. And he basically says, like, sorry for the delay. I've been writing. The girls are sick again. Whatever. It tells him essentially that he hit the jackpot with Blake Lively.
I'm taking a pee break, guys. I'll be right back. Listen to this. I'll be right back.
Filmmaker all the
time. And then we'll discuss all of this.
I speak from a deep wellspring of experience here.
Come here, kid. Go to the chat for me for a second.
Behind the scenes, as a creative, is invaluable. I'm certain that Blank would say the same. So my suspicion is he already says Taylor Swift. Okay, they're blocking this name, and the only name that they seem to be like trying to block is Taylor Swift throughout this. So I think right at the onset, Ryan Reynolds is throwing down some alpha male, and by alpha male I mean extremely beta male. I have rich and powerful friends at the top. That's not a confirmation, but I'm looking at the length of the strip. It's given Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift would say the same. My wife is wonderful. Okay. Anyways, jumping back into these messages, he then moves immediately to ask Justin Baldoni to change their production dates because he's never been apart from Blake Lively so long. He basically says he tried to do it on his end. I'm paraphrasing here. You can go read it on the website. I was frantically trying to address this. I was frantically trying to change this, shorten the shoot, but I can't because, Deadpool and Wolverine is set in stone. They already booked the studio. But, could you do something to try to punt this? And he ends it with this, which is funny that we're talking about a sexual lawsuit and what's appropriate. He ends it by saying, all of this to say, I'd have your line producer's face tattooed to my perineum. Okay, so that is the skin between Ryan's parts. I don't even know how to appropriately say that other than perineum. Okay, he pull that back up again. I would have your producer's face tattooed to my perineum. If he, she, or they can figure out how to start 2 weeks.
You guys are listening to that, right?
Completely understand how big of an ass that is, but the perineum is one of the most nervy parts of the human body to expose to trauma. What?
No, that's Ryan's.
I'm sorry.
Text to Justin. Okay. So again, being really nice, trying to be friends. Ryan was cool with him. Okay, you see this, right? Okay, so I don't know where she's going with this, but to me, it just looks like.
I mean, what? So this whole long text is about Blake is big, she's powerful. I can't be apart from her for this long.
Yeah, right.
If you really
want
to
I don't blame him for it.
I'm telling you, this is how you do it. Change your production schedule. I'm a big alpha here. My studio can't do it, and Justin falls over himself. And I said, I would try to, do everything I can to make this happen. I just want to be friends with you. This now confirms our suspicion that all of those very
this is what she thinks is a big
in which he was regularly referring to his female dog, Ryan in character being a funny guy. So he had the female dog, which he called dog.
I'm sorry, here I go.
So Reed,
I'm here.
This was meant to be a bitch, right?
Before we go on, let me just say this. I do not think there's anything wrong with those text messages. I think that's normal. I think that Ryan has a wife with a baby, and I don't blame them for not wanting to be apart for too long. They're a family. So I don't think that makes him a psycho. And I don't think that makes him like a difficult person. I think he's asking because again, Keith, what's his name? What's her name? Natalie. What's her name? Nicole Kidman and her husband Keith Urban. They have a rule that they don't spend more than 2 weeks apart. It's Hollywood. You know what I mean? Hollywood marriages are, especially these two. So I don't think it's an ask, whatever. But I don't think that's anything to. I mean, he could totally turn that around like Dave did to him. But, so, she leaves her room. What happened? I was going to the bathroom. Don't you dare. Did you steal stuff off my desk? The teacher was gone. What did you guys do? Jump party? So, let's see. Now, I don't know if this is her big gotcha mimic, Candace, but this is not nothing. Let's say what's who she go. Oh, she's not going on. I love her. Let me also. This is Candace Owens. This is sorry. It's Candace Owens. She has a YouTube channel. I just want to make sure I cite her because I'm not stealing her content. I'm just listening. We're just going over what we found out today. And her again, so we can all really just feel disturbed right now.
I guess you've already met Mary Poppins, aka Dog Pool. Before you put your hand, she's not interested. She's fine. She'll let you know it. You let this little flirt out of your sight for 1 second, and she starts shopping for a new book.
Again, this is after his wife has gone home and said a bunch of shit about him, about Justin. This is not Ryan just coming on his own, okay, making Deadpool jokes about Justin.
If you can't be a responsible pet owner, maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor. It shan't happen again.
They carried that joke over, basically saying that Blake Lively, who I think he's casting as the bitch in that scene, he carried it over to the It Ends With Us promotion, which was weird because this is a movie about domestic violence. It ends with us by again saying in a funny scene that Blake Lively was trying to replace him. Okay, and that just made us aware, by the way. I was going,
What are you apologizing for?
nothing in this scene is funny.
Lady Virgo, what are you apologizing for? Did you apologize? Did you something? Did somebody say something to you? What happened? I'm so glad you're here, though. What are you apologizing for? Hey, Gotti girl, you still there? Anybody on Instagram? Oh, is Instagram working? That's live video. Okay, Kathy Hilton. That's funny. Okay, I'm finishing. This is Candace Owens. I'm going to make sure I cite my source. I'm going to put her information in there. I'm not going to play it on here because I want to get through it. But it's not that long. It's just the amended thing from Justin. And again, it's just proving more shit. It's not proving to me that Justin is that Ryan started out as a jealous psycho and a monster. Not at all. And this is what I was saying on my live that like, can you somebody please tell me when they've ever seen Ryan act like a jealous psycho? Okay, except for maybe now. And that's also because, again, his wife is involved. He's had plenty of movies. You can tell in the very beginning he's fine with her filming. Again, they don't want to be apart. I don't blame him. But let's go.
Nothing in this scene makes sense. Why is he alleging that his wife is trying to...
Now, see, again, this is the scene he's making him Deadpool. I'm going to say it one more time. It's after the fact, okay? After his wife has gone home and said a bunch of shit. He didn't just come up and do this on his own, okay? He didn't just say, I'm going to make fun of this guy on my own.
Place him in a skit which is promoting domestic violence. Why is his mom here? And Hugh Jackman? And why do I feel like threatened somehow when I listen to this script? Take a listen.
Well, it's not every day the mother-in-law, the leading lady, gets to interview the love interest. And the man trying to replace my sweet little gummy bear, Ryan. That's not it, Joey. I don't feel very comfortable asking this question. Oh, I get it. I'll get it. Here, I can do that. You're not going to read it. I will then. Okay, thank you for your book. That's the one. It says Ryan would love to have a new dad to have a catch. And I think he could really use a man in his life. Hugh is no spring chicken. Blink once for yes, or blink once for I'd love to be your new dad.
I'm so confused.
He blinked. He blinked. Mr. Reynolds.
Call me Blake.
Yeah, blow your mind.
What is this?
It's not every day I got to see interview.
Please tell me you hear this.
Chris will be best friend's wife, and they're going to replace Ryan as a husband, and me as his best buddy. So listen up, just hold on, please. What the hell are you doing messing with my best buddy's wife? Sir, I have no idea what's happening.
Exactly. He has no idea what's happening.
In retrospect, this is all just so scary. It feels like a form of...
Candace, I know you were on this whole Ryan's a crazy person. He started all this. This is after the fact, though. This is still not giving me anything that happened before. Before his wife opened her mouth. He didn't just do this on his own. I do not believe that. But well, I do recommend her coverage, yes. But let's not make this that Ryan started this thing out of it because of this. Let's see, though.
Abuse against Blake. She's not a victim of any of this. She's totally bratty, and we've gone through her shit as well. But I'm just saying that the fact that he doesn't want to be apart from her, and now he's inserted himself into every layer of this movie, something's very wrong here. Okay. But what else do we learn from the filing? Well, we learned that at the Deadpool after party, Ryan went and found a William Morris Endeavor. Now that's the biggest agency. Everybody's under them. That's the one that Justin Baldoni got dropped from. And told that executive that they were working with a sexual predator, referring to Justin Baldoni. It says, Lively, Reynolds, and other members of the film cast attended the premiere for Deadpool and Wolverine. Just them having invited these people is
why
basically you run like an infestation. Like that's the only way I can say it. He wants to go after you. He infests himself into every area of your life. He did this Justin Baldoni. He's like,
I can't. All right. Am I wrong? I'm not saying Candace is. This is not a. I'm not saying to her this is a gotcha moment, and I don't think it is about Ryan Reynolds. Like we already knew by the filings that he had issues, and this is an issue for him. We watched Deadpool. We all know that. We know that somehow Ryan got very jealous and he's trying to ruin this man's career. Again, this is all after Amber Heard, School of Life, went home and literally put all this stuff in his head he'd made and probably been gaslighting him his entire fucking marriage. And now he sees the truth, okay? I don't think that if he knew the whole truth, Ryan Reynolds, the whole truth, which is the truth that came out in the filings from Justin Baldoni, that he would have done any of it, okay? None of this. So this is not a gotcha moment to me. I don't know why anybody won't listen. What happened? What made him do this? This is not who he was in the beginning. We see from the text messages, he's not a psycho. He doesn't want to be apart from his wife because they just had a baby. And of course, for 2 weeks, I mean, if you can move it, you can move it. Like, I just, okay, I'm sorry, Candace. I agree with her. I mean, I agree that like this is new stuff. I don't agree with her because I think she thinks it's a gotcha moment. I don't know why she thinks it. And she's much better fucking a journalist than I am. But this is not a journalist thing. It's just our personal opinions. Like I just my perception, and I don't see what she sees. But
For your friends.
and you can say it now again. Ryan's doing all this thing post movie, post psycho jealous. I mean, post crazy lying ass wife coming home and lying through her teeth and gaslighting and being a narcissist and making him think things that aren't true. And now Ryan gets to see the truth. Who knows what's going to happen? But Candace, this is not a gotcha moment, but okay.
Who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script?
Right.
I'm going to invest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making fun of you. Right? I'm going to put myself in the end credits. Like this is like
because he didn't think
okay?
because he thought it was a sexual predator.
What they said was mentioned at this party. At the after party, Wayfair was informed that Reynolds approached a senior executive at WME and expressed his deep disdain for Baldoni, going as far as to suggest that the agency is working with a sexual predator.
Wow.
Okay. Ryan, personally,
you know why? Because his wife said it.
I'm telling you,
he listened to his wife, Candace.
This has been confirmed to me. He tried to get justice.
He listened to his wife. Do I have to put it in the chat? Can I put it in big bold fucking letters? This didn't start out with Ryan Reynolds. Listen to his lying ass wife. Let me put it in big fucking letters. I'm gonna make a banner actually. Keep going, Candace.
Dropped
make a banner.
WME
I can't do it. We already did this, but
so all those articles that came out when Justin got dropped and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it. Those were PR teams that were working.
This is hearsay, by the way.
Likely their PR team. Leslie Sloan. It's not true. No, it's not.
They're the liars. And Blake. Not just. Okay. I mean, not Ryan. Ryan. Okay, that was after his wife came home and told him a bunch of shit.
He didn't get it. They didn't do it until
Ryan
was filed. They immediately dropped
Reynolds.
So another thing that we find out
listen
is that Ryan and Blake, and really, if I have to say Ryan one more time,
don't say it because he's not. Oh my god.
Just
lying.
He's a very scary.
No, his wife is. No, it's not.
When Blake started getting all this bad press, obviously she did not believe, and this is true, Blake, my understanding of her, is she's like a true narcissist. She's not very smart. She just wants to be rich and famous and have rich friends.
She lied. Not you forget.
Surface and as long
you forgot about the gaslighting and the narcissism and the lying and the fucking fake accusations and the what the fuck is happening? Hold on, guys. Everything's all a mess. All of a sudden, everything went off. Everything went offline. I don't know if I'm still there. My background's though. My virtual background, guys. What happened to my virtual background? Come back to me. Okay. Wife. Listen to his lying ass wife. It didn't start with him. He did all this after the fact. He did all of this after the fact. I'm gonna put it in a banner. This is hard to say it. And if somebody want to debunk that, somebody want to say that he just became a jealous psycho for no reason, and he was always like this. Tell me when, how, where. And did he seem like that in the beginning when he's texting Ryan or Justin? No. After the fact. So I don't understand why this is not a gotcha moment. This isn't a Ryan started this. We know Ryan is involved in this. We know that he thinks all these things. He said it. He made Deadpool comments. He bullied him because, again, what am I writing in the chat? Listen to his lying fucking ass wife. Okay, the Amber Heard School of Life. Please. Okay, thank you. Oh no, I lost his. Oh no. I'm back. Okay, Krista, did you ever catch a chance? Just the 2 episodes. Not the last 2. I'm gonna watch them soon now. I'm gonna do it probably. I was gonna do it tonight, but I decided to talk about this instead. And I got to get the notes for it. It's hard to get the notes for it the next day or the day that it airs on Peacock, and I always get so freaking busy. But I'm wondering if you're playing. Why? Oh, do I need it? They are right here, and I do have one handy. Why is there something happening with? I need one. Why? What's happening? You're scaring me. I'm gonna get it though because now I feel like I need it. What happened? I'm getting my EpiPen. Are you afraid of my EpiPen? You're scared. My cat's on my EpiPen? Where's my EpiPen? I'm not talking about things that's our code word, cat. So I don't know what am I talking about. Hold on, let me find it. And then if there's something you need to tell me when after I have my EpiPen. Oh my god. Harry, who are you going to tell me? No, she's gonna tell me. That's code to get my EpiPen. Why? Because I'm gonna finish the listen. Okay, well. You tell me why, and I'm gonna finish playing a little bit more of Candace, okay? You guys can hear. Hopefully. You never told me if you could hear, I hope you can.
As Ryan runs a lot smarter than her, and she therefore allows him to manipulate and control every layer of his life, so long as she can just, be the princess, essentially. Okay. So we find out that when she starts getting
But did she just say she did say that she controls Ryan, right? I hope she did. Let me make sure I heard that. Please tell me you can hear this, guys.
It's the perfect time for Ryan to manipulate her, in my opinion.
No.
I have to say Ryan one more time in a movie that has nothing to do with him.
It's his wife, though.
He's a very scary, creepy guy. We found the creep. It's Ryan Reynolds.
No.
But when Blake started getting all this bad press, obviously she did not.
I know.
And this is true Blake, my understanding of her. She's like a true narcissist. She's not very smart. She just wants to be rich and famous and have rich friends.
Sorry, I have my EpiPen, so if there's something that you told me, you need to tell me. Either type it in the chat or I'm scared. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? My blood pressure is really fucking high. I went to the doctor that day, Friday, and it was really high. And I've been checking it all weekend. I'm on different medicine too, but I did take it today already. It was 198 over 110, which is fucking high. Okay. No, I got it. Let me I'll play more Candace, but yeah, I guess I do need a little bit of it.
Days that I was working at Glamour magazine, that she was like really mean to people, but she's like very surface, and as long as Ryan's a lot smarter than her,
really,
she therefore allows him to manipulate and control every layer of his life. So long as she can just, be the princess.
That's so crazy.
Okay?
That doesn't.
So we find out that when she starts getting
that is not what I got out of that at all. What I get out of this is that she manipulates him. Okay, what the fuck? Does anybody see? Oh my god. Does anybody ever see that this is Ryan? This started with Ryan.
Hey, this can't be because you're amazing. Look at you. You're sexy. You're perfect. Give me your phone. I'm gonna draft a statement that Justin Baldoni and Wayfair have to read because the public noticed that her press appearances were weird. They found her to not be deep at all. They didn't like that she was promoting her hair products. Didn't like that she was not taking the theme of domestic violence seriously. And they found these old videos of her. And they didn't believe this. So they gave them the opportunity, basically put a gun to their head and said, this is a statement that we want you to read. Essentially, Ryan demanded that Justin Baldoni and Wayfair lie to the public to save Blake's reputation. Here's the statement that Ryan Reynolds drafted according to his lawsuit. And the text messages show this, by the way. I mean, the emails. Statement prepared by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. It was actually Ryan Reynolds on behalf of James Heath, and Wayfair. They wanted them to say this to us, guys. It ends with us as a trouble.
Did you guys put like a yes or no in the chat that you hear this or not? Because I keep asking him, but nobody's answering me, and I hope you guys can hear it. Please tell me you can hear Candace when I put it on. Anyone? If you don't want my blood pressure to go up, let me know you can hear it. Okay, thanks, Amir. I did see you saw it. Okay. I know, Lady Virgo. I know. I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
To privately and
I don't take.
Blake Lively.
I'm not taking my Adderall because of it. So,
Colleen Hoover and the entire cast and crew led with professionalism every step of the way. Any negativity aimed at them is ours to own. We mutually agreed that the cast would be promoting the film separately and understood why. Lies! Understood why? Yeah, I guess it's not a lie because you were freaking out and for Clinton to do things if he was in the same room as her. We have always said that we are not perfect, and even if it unintentionally made mistakes, we will always own them. We hold ourselves accountable. It's not anyone's job but ours, and that's part of being "quote unquote" man enough. Just a little Ryan dig right there. Even in the statement he was going to force him to read, making fun of Justin Baldoni and his man up book and podcast and all that stuff. So he's saying you need to be man enough and just say that this is all your fault. That Bob is like my wife. We will practice just what we preach. We are learning and growing from the experience, and we thank everyone for their patience as we find a better way to proceed. We're very proud of the film and the welcome arms that it has been received. Part of our work is to have uncomfortable conversations for public growth. The film is doing that on screen, and we are doing that on off screen. Thank you to the cast and crew and public for the opportunity to be imperfect and to be given the space to learn and grow with humanity and dedication. So this is like why I love this lawsuit is because this is an insight to the public that everything you read is BS. They just lie. Literally, we're just being lied to. Right? There's somebody behind the scenes who's being a little psycho. They want to control public thoughts. They want to control public minds. And they are basically like, you're going to read this statement with a gun to your head. Even though this has been a terrible thing, and even though it is our fault, we have been awful to you. We've been threatening this movie every step of the way to get what Blake Lively wants, and really what Ryan wants more than anything else. Having you move dates, we've been a pain in the ass, but you're going to take it on the chin because you wrote a book and have a podcast about being man enough. I mean, and unfortunately, they said, no, we're not reading this. This is a lie. We're not going to tell the public this. That the reason we're separated was like agreed upon mutually. It wasn't agreed upon mutually. You came at them with a figurative gun and you put his family in the basement. I'm sorry the public noticed. Because the reality is these Hollywood types, they think we are all stupid. Yeah, they do. We are so dumb. All we need is a PR machine and the right reporter, the Hollywood reporter, and the right reporter, the Daily Mail, and Page Six, whatever it is, and they'll tell us what to think. This is how their brains work. The fourth revelation that came is that Sony informed them that there would be a cast-wide boycott if James Heath or Justin Baldoni attended the premiere. How's that for that statement? Actually, we learned that on July 23rd, 2024, Sony informs Wayfarer, the studio financing the premiere, and most of the film that Lively had.
This is wild. Oh, shit. I didn't know you couldn't hear it clearly. Fuck. Damn it. Sorry, I knew the fan was too loud. Oh, shit. Fuck. I walked away. I thought you guys could hear it.
Demanded that Baldoni, Heath, and Wayfarer refrain from attending the New York premiere and threatened to cast-wide boycott if they do.
Is that clear?
Oh, this is really Justin's fault. I need to be man up and accept.
It's not.
The public, you're noticing some things, but you're wrong, public. Basically, the command was gaslight the public while behind the scenes, we act awful. That was the command. That was the instruction. Okay. And this kind of
under the guise that Blake Lively has gone home and lied to everybody and made things up about Justin that weren't true. And this is all said because Ryan thought this was all true. Ryan believed it. Ryan did not have the rest of the proof yet. So again, if he's seeing the proof now, this is kind of irrelevant.
Brings in the Brandon Sklenar.
I want to know what he said.
I have just been amazed.
I want to know what Ryan Reynolds has to say now in response to what is coming out. Does anybody know? Because again, it's like, why are you not? You're seeing the truth now. So what, Ryan? You're not a logical man. I mean, you seem like a logical person. How do they think they can win this? I'm confused. They're fighting to get it hidden for what? It's the truth. Do they have other things? Don't they put out what they have? If they think this is like, if they can debunk this truth, then let's see it. But this is all irrelevant because again, Ryan thought that something completely different was happening than what really was, and he didn't know the truth, but he found out the truth now. So now I care what he has to say. Now it's like, let's see what Ryan says, because if he says my wife lied to me, or I'm sure he wouldn't, is he really going to stay on board with this? Like Ryan Reynolds, again, what made him? I don't know. Let's see.
It's just like knew that Justin was.
Let's not take this. I don't want to take this and keep blaming Ryan. We got to blame Blake. Blake's the one who created this fucking monster of a mess, and probably created a monster of a husband.
Anyways, and I have reduced this to essentially A-list syndrome. Like all of these people who, if you even aspire to be like a Hollywood actor and actress, in most circumstances, you're dealing with someone
Mimi, are you here?
Probably has some narcissistic.
Mimi, if you're here, can you say something, please? I just need to, because I don't think the chat's running, and I want to know if you can hear it too, because I got to turn the fan back on. It's like really hot in this house. It's hot out.
Tendencies. I'm not saying everyone, okay? But the majority. This is why we have these stereotypes about Hollywood. Right? They're not people that treat people well. They're all just trying to climb to the top, and they'll do anything to get there. And that's my viewpoint of Brandon Sklenar. It really is. Anyway. And so some TikTokers did a little digging and figured out how they were able to plug off these cast members, essentially rolling the red carpet and showing them the A-list life. And I'm going to show you this user on TikTok is called Stack with the Deeds. So I'm just going to allow her to plug-in for
Okay.
you, this Brendan Sklenar piece.
No, this is a girl on TikTok that has, I guess, a copy of the amendment, and I guess she breaks down the timeline real quick. And I don't see anybody, Terry, and you said you can't hear it clear, but I don't know if anybody else can. It might be just your thing. Or I'll just stop. I'll put it somewhere else or something. I don't know. Maybe if I put it over here. Let me know. Anyone?
Well, it all makes sense now. Do you guys know who this is?
All right, I'm gonna stop it until somebody says yes, they can hear it, or they can't say. Hey guys, over on Instagram, TikTok. Let me redo Instagram. I don't know if anybody's here. Can't see it. No, is this what's on? Nope. All right, let me get rid of this Instagram. Anybody? I'm gonna give you a check-in for anybody answers me. See if you guys can hear this or not. Sounds a little better. Fuck, I don't know how to do it. No, it's all right. It's no, because if you can't, it's all right. I don't know what they're gonna play right here. Fuck, I didn't know it was that bad, guys. Sorry. Wish you guys would have said something earlier. I would have stopped playing it. I'll play it on here. I'm gonna play it on here instead. I'm gonna play it on here. I'll have to stop it, but I don't want you guys to hear it because it was important. So if you didn't hear any of it, I'll just have to I'll replay it if you want. I'll go through it again because I don't think that this is. I think it's important. I just don't think I want somebody's opinion on this, please. If they think it's Ryan's fault or not, or like, do you think it started with? How do you not see? What do you guys think? If you don't want to, I'm not forcing anybody to talk in the chat. I'm just saying, I'd like to discuss it, and if not, I'll just go on somebody else. I'll find a panel to talk about it. But I mean, not you guys. I'll find somebody else. I'll go to somebody else's channel, but because I know you guys, this isn't like everything that you guys like to talk about anyway. Not yours. You guys are all here for reality TV, but this is like I'm obsessed with this now. Now I have to share it. But anybody that's here, let me know if you guys want to keep talking about it or not. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just keep giving my opinion and I'll just keep it up because I need somebody to agree or disagree, or I don't know, or discuss this with me because I don't see how Ryan would just do this out of the blue. It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense that his wife is Amber Heard.
Yes, Liz Plank, who is just.
Am I sharing it? Okay. Why is that booth on there? I don't know why that's booth on there. There we go. There we go. I don't know what's down there. I agree with everything you're saying. Fuck, bitch. Oh my god. Why didn't you tell me you couldn't hear it? Shit. All right. I'm gonna replay it. I'll replay it. It was basically the text messages that between Ryan and Justin. And it was kind of long, I don't know, but basically, fuck, I don't know. I guess I'll just keep playing it. Never mind. I'll tell you in a minute. It was basically Ryan and Justin introducing themselves to each other, and everything was fine. And that whole entire thread, it was in the very beginning. And after that, she was talking about how she thinks that this is all Ryan's fault, blah, blah, blah. But this might maybe, hopefully this catches you up, I hope. Because it'd be stupid of me to keep replaying it, I think.
Justin Baldoni's co-host on their podcast, Man Enough. The same Liz Plank that jumped ship just a few days after Blake Lively filed her legal complaint against Justin Baldoni. Not only did Liz Plank post this photo in 2019 thanking Ryan freaking Reynolds, he also posted her book to his story. She also was unwelcome to Wrexham.
Ryan and I had questions, so we went to the only logical place for answers. A woman.
Hi, my name is Liz Plank. In the first episode of the show, Rob said that he went to Ryan for movie money.
Apparently, Welcome to Wrexham is a TV series that took an inside look at the unusual beginnings and dynamics of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's football friendship. Ryan Reynolds is the self-co-chairman of the series. Liz had posted this on October 17th, 2022. Caption, thanks to Ryan and Rob for letting me psychoanalyze them and talk about butts.
I really don't know what this is about, but okay.
On TV. Want to know who else visited Wrexham on Ryan Reynolds' dime? Brendan Sklenar, aka Timu Thor. And this was December 14th, 2024. And allegedly, Blake Lively had invited Brandon and Isabella to book Bonanza and paid for their trip to Texas to attend. Pretty disgusting how all these people were just bought. Who cares about a moral compass? Just give me like a role on a TV show, send me somewhere nice. And this is why I don't even care about the co-stars anymore. They tried to make that a huge deal that they all unfollowed Justin Baldoni. I want to hear about what like the crew is saying. You know, the people behind the scenes that we don't see on camera. I want to hear what they're saying about all this.
Exactly. I agree, girlfriend.
Amen. Right. So that's pretty much Liz Plank. We were like, why did she suddenly, like, we thought it was weird. We noticed that she was following Blake Lively and Blake Lively's following her and Ryan Reynolds is following her. And literally, this is what I mean when I say these are psychopathic tendencies. He was infesting every layer of Justin Baldoni.
Because his wife, Justin didn't do anything wrong. We see he's got all the proof in the world if he was a complete opposite of what Ryan's saying. So why do Ryan Reynolds needs to speak now? Now let's see what he has to say for himself. He said all this stuff and did it under false pretenses, guys. Under false pretenses. Am I crazy? Under false pretenses. He had a completely different fucking view of Justin Baldoni. Like, a psychopath does this after the fact. If he's a psychopath, I don't think he's a psychopath. I just think that he was extremely. I'm not playing anything. Oh, I'm playing it on. It's on here. I turned around. I put it onto the screen share. Where's the screen share? Sorry, Tara has been coming on. Sorry. I know. I've been listening to him too. Well, I mean, we're all looking at the same thing. We all seem pretty logical. I think we're all saying the same thing. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's obviously she's lying. If anybody sees this differently, how? And now if we're going to like Ryan Reynolds stuff, yeah, Ryan didn't start this. Blake did. You know, like, obviously, I haven't heard a word from Ryan Reynolds, right? We haven't heard one freaking word out of his hand. Like, what does he have to say for the fact that his wife has lied? And it's obvious that she lied. What is everybody missing about this? I don't understand. Of course, Ryan, if he believes this shit, of course he's going to act like this. He's not a jealous husband, an actual husband who is like, holy shit, my wife was SA. You know what I mean? Like, he was under false pretenses. All of the things that he did, you know, he could walk into a courtroom and say, Judge, I thought this was this. I did this because of this. I committed all these crimes because this person made me. I was under the impression of this. And the judge could be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, why did you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. He was under false pretenses, Ryan Reynolds. His wife. He's not, you know, you want to label him a jealous psycho. I mean, and I don't think he did it because he wanted to steal the movie. He's freaking Deadpool. He doesn't need to steal anybody's movies. I think that Justin, I think he actually believed what his wife was telling him. And the fact that this is all coming out and he's not saying anything, and everybody's like, oh, see, Ryan, it's all Ryan. It's not all Ryan. Ryan was a part of it because his wife lied to him. She is a gaslighter. She's a narcissist. She is Amber Heard School of Life. That is what he's been living. The Amber Heard School of Life. And again, they have a couple-month-old baby. Of course, he doesn't want to be away from her for 2 weeks. He's got a baby. They have a baby together. They have kids. And, you know, and it's a brand new baby. So, yeah, we wouldn't be out of the order to ask her to have some, you know, we maybe start this time or this time. We're all adults here. You know, we're making millions here. We can, like, maybe push, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And he was, like, you know, saying it in a way that, like, you know, hey, if this guy makes this work, because they have children and a baby. Yeah, of course he wants to be away from his wife. Jesus. So again, stop making it all my Ryan's fault. It's not all my Ryan's fault. I am Team Ryan. It's not because I like Ryan Reynolds. It's because literally I don't know Ryan Reynolds. It's because of what's coming out about his wife. And it's obviously, yeah, my husband would be doing the same damn shit. If he thought all this happened to me too, and thought that he was a complete sociopath, my husband would probably do much worse. So again, look at this face. We're not blaming Ryan. We are, you are, but I'm not. This is not a gotcha moment. Where's the tea she said she has? I wouldn't know something different that we already know. And Candace, I will definitely put your name. I will make sure I tag you. This is Candace Owens. Obviously, I'm not stopping it every 10 seconds because that's annoying. I'm not stealing your content. I'm just showing what I can show. And I wish that everybody, I wish somebody would just tell me if I'm right or wrong. Or if they're into this, I'm trying to get somebody in TikTok or somebody to come up and tell me something different. Tell me why you think this isn't Ryan Reynolds. I mean, why you think Blake didn't start this and Ryan started it because he got jealous. And so it's like, did Ryan get jealous and his wife is a narcissist, or his wife is like so afraid of him that she had to make up all these things about Justin so Ryan doesn't beat her and leave her? Or is she the ugly liar and she's the mean liar, and she's the one who's been lying and manipulating her whole ass marriage. I don't know why I keep saying lying ass wife, because his, again, lying ass wife, after the fact, after the fact, Ryan turned into this after the fact. So this did not start with Ryan. We cannot blame Ryan. This is all fucking this. He needs to say something because he's getting fucking. All right, I'll keep playing it. I need to find a panel that talking about this. Why is that playing? Zach, I know he has. I know. I was trying to talk to him about it the other day. You know, I wonder if I can find somebody that'll do it. He should. Well, you know what? Listen, like I said, he actually thought all this was true, right? So, I mean, I don't blame him for acting like this. You know what I mean? But he didn't know the truth. So what matters is what he thinks now. Of course, it's getting sued the fuck out of him. But like the fact that nobody denied any of this until he read all the complaints. You know what I mean? It's not like Justin knew this was coming. Like this American, I don't know, guys. Like this is crazy. After, like, you know, everybody actually believed what she said. So all these people did these things. Now I don't like fuck the New York Times. Fuck all those bitches because they literally did the fucking they fucked up. Okay, the women fucked up here, not the men. You know what I mean? This is all the women. This is the fucking what's her name, Colleen, the one who owns above the other two, the New York Times, whatever they're called, the journalists, whatever they are. There's you know, the metadata is crazy. The fact that this was like, you know, she started this a long time ago, and I don't know why. What is the goal? Can somebody tell me what the goal is? Not to steal the movie, to get rid of him, like the fuck with him. Again, Ryan literally can make any movie he wants. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would he just decide all of a sudden now that Lloyd is his old ass age after having the best, pretty good, you know, reputation and all? Why all now would he decide to just throw it all away and be a fucking monster and be like, I can't? Maybe, but I guess he was trying to defend. But take his wife's side. But yeah, again, yes, at first, and then he found the truth out. It's like, you know what I'm saying? All these things that Ryan had done was because he was under the impression of something else. He was under false pretenses. He had no idea that all the truth was going to come out in this lawsuit, because I don't know if they realized what Ryan was doing at first, because they would be like, dude, are you like making fun of me or whatever? Like, did he ever go there and say, my wife said, yeah, they did. They put all these weird, you know, these things they wanted done. But again, that was because Blake had told them a bunch of lies, and all they did was agree to it because they had to get through the movie, right? So after the fact, of course, look what you just made us do in this entire movie. You put us through hell. Now I'm gonna fucking lose it. And I guess Ryan, under false pretenses, did all these things as his wife lied to him during the movie. You know, yes, defend your wife. My husband would do much worse. But now he knows the truth. Now he knows the actual context behind everything. He sees the real messages. And how can you say your wife didn't lie? How can you say, oh my God, I still want to ruin this man's career after my wife lied about everything and manipulated this and turned it into a fucking circus and not a zoo? Or the zoo or not the circus, you know what I mean? But at least the zoo, the animals are trained. These assholes are running fucking wild. And it's like, what is going on? Like, you are like literally, you are Amber. I don't know how she did it. I mean, I don't know how she did it that long to Ryan. This can't be the first time she's done this to people, you know, unless everybody always does what she wants. I don't know. I think that she actually got started. This started because she fell for what's his face, for Justin. I'm not. I mean, I swear. What else? She's postpartum, right? Not to say that that's like, you know, that makes people crazy or anything, but she's already got the tendencies of Amber Heard, right? Then she's, I don't know. I guess they were apart for some movie or something. I don't know. And then I don't know if something happens. She's like, oh, I think that she fell for Justin because he's there. You know, maybe Ryan was out shooting a movie. I don't know. Postpartum things go through your head. And I think she fell for Justin. And in her mind, he didn't reciprocate because he probably didn't realize what she was doing. He probably thought, oh my God, I'm so lucky to have her as an actress. She's so into this. Like, she's so good at this. Whatever. You know what I mean? And then you find out that like she's smearing you and saying all these things about you because you know that your shit's coming out. And then you want them to literally debunk the fact that they wanted her to, or that they wrote this letter up and wanted the studios to read it that is the one thing that blows my fucking mind. I cannot believe that they would actually ask him to do that after literally their fucking client is a fuck up. like a complete fuck up. Like she fucked up and people know it. And it's like, now we know who you really are. Like, and now you want to literally get everything you did, you don't want to be accountable for it now. You want the studio and all these people that you fucked over to lie and gaslight and tell the audience it's all them. So your reputation saved when you try to ruin his. Is this bananas or what? That is the most bananas things I've ever heard in my fucking life. I cannot believe that they thought that he would do that. The fact that they wrote this letter up for him to read it blows. I'm now that I think about it, it's blowing my fucking mind. They have done the worst of the worst things. It's called him a sexual fucking predator with no. Now they're still, and they want to apologize. So her career goes back to what? Again, she's Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They're A-list celebrities. Let's be honest. They don't need this fucking shit, but they did it, and I don't get it. She must have fell for him, and then Ryan, I guess he didn't reciprocate, whatever. And then maybe she went home and she started telling Ryan. Ryan noticed things, read some text messages. She's like, "Yeah, this is what's going on. Like, I don't know, he's doing this to me," and like completely fucking turned it on to him, on to Justin. And then that's when this all started. I swear, like it's making me madder by the minute that they wanted him to read a letter after the fact. It's like, no, it's either my career or yours at this point. You did that. You made it mine or you. Marry you. Like this didn't have to come out. Like you could have just been a bad actress. People could have just thought you were a bad actress and that's it. And then they would have moved on because again, who gives a fuck really? It only started getting interesting when we found out she was Amber Heard again. She's like, and we're like, because I'm telling you right now that trial was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. As somebody who does this and like talks about this stuff, that was the best thing, the best trial. I was the best thing I could ever sit through. It was just, I couldn't believe my eyes. And I feel like this is going to be another one. She's just like her. I think this bitch is going to lie and lie like Jen Shah lie, like Amber Heard lie when it's the most logical thing that couldn't have happened. Like the timeline, lie about the timeline. Like that's something Amber Heard would do. And be like, oh well, like I can't. Like this is crazy. Read a letter. Do you want to hear the letter? Just hear the letter. It's insane. Let me just hear it. You guys just hear this. After everything they did, my allegedly banner. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I mean, what? Like, I can't. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm just gonna play it one more time. I need that other one up there too, though. I need that up there too. All right. Well, just you know what? I'm gonna put allegedly on that one. You guys have to listen to this again. Just listen to it one more time. After everything, and this is not even everything. This is like to save her career. She tried to destroy his because she felt. Oh my God. And they want him to apologize to. Listen to this shit. Let's read this one. Okay.
So we don't even have to imagine what he does to peace. I'm out of this marriage. Baldoni's life. So he the studio financing the premiere and most of the film that live. So they gave them the opportunity, basically put a gun to their head. And
okay, so they're trying to force them to read this letter.
Baldoni dropped from WME multiple times before they did. Okay. So all of those articles that came out when Justin got dropped and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it, those were PR teams that were working overtime behind the scenes, likely their PR team. Leslie Sloan, it's not true. No, it's never. That is a fact. I said, I'm getting leaks right now that someone inside of WME confirmed that Ryan Reynolds was going around trying to get him dropped. Okay. And he didn't get it done. They didn't do it until the lawsuit was filed. Then they immediately dropped him.
Literally.
So
this is not a fucking revelation, though. This is obviously he thought I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop. I just keep playing it, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna try to stop. I don't understand. Why are we acting like this is all new news? This is not a fucking revelation. This is not new news. This is not any proof of anything.
Another thing that we find out, which is a bombshell from this new filing, is that Ryan and Blake, and really, if I have to say Ryan one more time in a movie that has nothing to do with him,
yes, it does.
I'm just, he's a very scary, creepy guy. We found the creep. It's Ryan Reynolds. But when Blake started getting all this bad press, obviously she did not believe, and this is true Blake, my understanding of her, is she's like a true narcissist. She's not very smart. She just wants to be rich and famous and have rich friends. Okay.
Well, yeah.
And I had heard that and known that about her since my days that I was working at Glamour magazine, that she was like really mean to people, but she's like very.
But that does not equate to what Amber Heard kind of shit. Like, come on.
A surface, and as long as Ryan's a lot smarter than her, and she therefore allows him to manipulate and control every layer of his life, so long as she can just, you know, be the princess, essentially. Okay. So we find out that when she starts getting bad press, and this is a perfect time for Ryan to manipulate her, in my opinion, she's like, oh, he's like, probably like, babe, this can't be because you're not amazing. Look at you. You're hot. You're sexy. You're perfect. You know, give me your phone. I'm going to draft a statement
Now,
that
okay.
Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer have to read, because the public noticed that her press appearances were weird. They found her to not be deep at all. They didn't like that she was promoting her hair product.
Okay. So this is the revelation. So basically you're saying that, this is what Candace is saying, that out of the blue, not out of the blue, if Blake says, you know, she's getting all this bad press and blah, 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 and people are talking about her. So then you know, Ryan thinks all these things. Ryan's believing everything she says, right? And he just decides out of the blue to come up with this letter. Not a lawyer. Ryan Reynolds comes up with this letter to read, to debunk this, to take responsibility for something that they didn't do. And you think that just out of the blue, Ryan came up with this letter and said, oh, honey, I'll take care of it. Oh, you're so hot. You're perfect. You really think that he just out of the blue came up with that? Like, it wasn't fucking his lawyers or some shit. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but I mean, it's funny. So listen.
Didn't like that she was not taking the theme of domestic violence seriously. And then they found these old videos of her, and they didn't believe this. So they gave them the opportunity, basically put a gun to their head and said, this is a statement that we want you to read. Essentially, Ryan demanded that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer lie to the public to save Blake's reputation. Here's the statement that Ryan Reynolds drafted, according to this lawsuit.
And the text message. Because his wife lied to him and like all these, and they lied to him, and he thinks that it's all, you know, he's blaming all of those things that they heard on Justin, because he's still under the impression that Justin's the bad guy here, right? So again, it's not Blake's fault. They say it's not Blake's fault. It's because they were listening to what those guys were saying over there. The guys were suing, right? So here, let them read this and we'll make it all go away. This is not a smoking under their head, but whatever. Listen. Sorry.
To just show this, by the way. I mean, the emails. Statement prepared by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. It was actually Ryan Reynolds on behalf of James Heath, and Wayfarer.
Oh, wow.
They wanted them to say this to us, guys. It Ends With Us was a troubled production, which we, meaning Justin and Wayfarer, take full accountability for. We are very sorry to everyone that we caused upset to, privately and publicly. Blake Lively, Colleen Hoover, and the entire cast and crew led with professionalism every step of the way. Any negativity aimed at them is ours to own. We mutually agreed that the cast would be promoting the film separately and understood why. Lies! Understood why? Yeah, I guess it's not a lie, because you were freaking out and threatening to do things if he was in the same room as her. We have always said that we are not perfect, and even if it unintentionally made mistakes, we will always own them. We hold ourselves accountable. It's not anyone's job but ours, and that's part of being quote unquote man enough. So that's a little Ryan dig right there. Even in the statement he was going to force him to read, making fun of Justin Baldoni and his like man enough book and podcast and all that stuff. So he's saying you need to be man enough and just say that this is all your fault, that the public doesn't like my wife. We will practice what we preach. We are learning and growing from the experience, and we thank everyone for their patience as we find a better way to proceed. We are very proud of the film and the welcome arms that it has been received. Part of our work is to have uncomfortable conversations for public growth. The film is doing that on screen, and we are doing that off screen. Thank you to the cast and crew and public for the opportunity to be imperfect and to be given the space to learn and grow with humanity and dedication. So this is like why I love this lawsuit, because this is an insight to the public that everything you read is BS. Right. They just lie. Like literally, we are just being lied to.
Crazy.
Right. There's somebody behind the scenes who's being a little psycho. They want to control public thoughts. They want to control public minds. And they are basically like, you're going to read this statement with a gun to your head, even though this has been a terrible thing. And even though it is our fault, we have been awful to you. We've been threatening this movie every step of the way to get what Blake Lively wants and really what Ryan wants more than anything else. Having you move dates. We've been a pain in the ass, but you're going to take it on the chin because you wrote a book and have a podcast about being man enough. I mean, and fortunately they said, no, we're not reading this. This is a lie. We're not going to tell the public this, that the reason we're separated was like agreed upon mutually. It wasn't agreed upon mutually. You came at them with a figurative gun to their head and you put his family in the basement. I'm sorry the public noticed, because the reality is these Hollywood types, They think we are all stupid.
They think
We are so dumb. All they need is a PR machine and the right reporter at the Hollywood Reporter and the right reporter at the Daily Mail and Page Six, whatever it is, and they'll tell us what to think. This is how their brains work, okay? Fourth revelation that came is that Sony informed them that there would be a cast-wide boycott if James Heath or Justin Baldoni attended the premiere. How's that for that statement? Actually, we learn that on July 23rd, 2024, Sony informs Wayfarer, the studio financing the premiere and most of the film, that Lively had demanded that Baldoni, Heath, and Wayfarer refrain from attending the New York premiere and threatened to cast-wide boycott if they do.
Okay. Now, I know I'm on 2 hours going to our mark. I'm literally going to end this live right now, and I'm going to just switch over to. I'll do it right now. I'm going to make a note. Because I want to title it and description. Blake Lively, right? You know what I mean? Because I wish anybody wants to come discuss it with me, and then I'm going to go over the Kansas stuff one more time, because it's easier. Obviously, I'm going to put her name in the description. I'm not even moving from here. I'm just going to play it. Well, not play it, but let me stop sharing. Okay. I'm going to do a whole separate live. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in there right now. So let me just make it real quick. But yeah, I want to be able to discuss this. And I don't know if anybody watching now wants to come up on the panel, but maybe somebody will come in and want to come up. And again, I'm not interested in literally people sending me deep dick pics when I put the StreamYard thing up. I guess I'll have to put that in the banner, because that's what happens. But I wanted to be an open panel and talk about this and see if anybody else sees what I see. I mean, I just don't see that it's still Ryan's fault. I really don't. I don't see how it started with Ryan. It started with Ryan and ends with them. They took over. They literally, I don't know. Let me make a thumbnail. God, I forgot how to make a thumbnail. I just think it's wild that I can schedule and then make a thumbnail later. That way I can put the link for you guys. Let's schedule it real quick. Yeah, I don't think it. I think that Ryan Reynolds his wife has been on plenty of movies with plenty of men. Just because he cheated on his wife doesn't mean that Blake's going to cheat on him. But I do think she did. I think she wanted to. But I think this started with her getting the bad press, and then literally all that. I don't know how this for her to make up all those lies. I can't. My mind's blown. And that letter, I wish they would come out and speak. Because I want to know what their perception of what's going on now. Literally, how are they debunking anything that I don't know. I'm going crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Blake Lively. Let's put Blake. I just don't understand what I mean, and then after the fact, right? She had to really make it sound really fucked up for them to actually believe it. And then enough that they called him a sexual predator to another fucking I don't know, producer, whatever they called that Wayfarer, not Wayfarer, but told him to drop him, Morrison, his agent. Blake. It started with Blake, man. It started with Blake. It's Ryan, Blake. I just feel like I want to know other people's opinions on this, because I don't think that this is smoking on this is Ryan. This proves that Ryan's crazy, because him and his wife don't want to spend more than a month away from each other. You know what I mean? They're just a baby. So, she's probably like, I don't want to leave you, babe. And, and then say all these things so that Ryan's like, I don't know. It's crazy. Maybe literally she was texting somebody about him, because, she likes to read novels, and he read them. I don't know. Probably Justin and the Ryan of it all. The Ryan. It's not his fault. It's her fault. Okay. I'm in the opinion that this did not start with Ryan. This started with Blake and her lying. His lying ass wife. Okay. He did all these things after the fact. Okay. Under false pretenses. And this is an open panel. So let's talk about this, please. Respectfully. Okay, that's the description. Schedule it for later. What time is it now? I'm going to schedule it for 8:15. Like 15 minutes. Because I gotta make the thumbnail long. Actually, let me just do it real quick. Yeah. I don't know if somebody can start sharing. When I put the thumbnail, will you guys share it for me? Because I'll actually have to share it too. But like, I have, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more information before I start. See if there's anything else that came out in trial to for today. Then somebody on TikTok was like a minute by minute thing in the minute by minute thing. I can use like minute by minute thing on Instagram or Twitter. Yeah, this is gonna be a good thumbnail. Good picture. Come on, fucker. Let's take a picture of my card. Okay. Mama Bear. Oh my god, there's 300 people watching. Wherever we go on TikTok, I see is guys. If you're, I'm sorry that I don't know if it's stuck. I don't know, but I'm gonna put the link in there now so you guys can move over to this chat. I'm gonna move over to a different chat just because I want the title to be different, like I said. Canva. So let me get thumbnail real quick. But yeah, I didn't want to go because I don't want to have to go find you guys again and put this chat. Plus, you can just click it, go right over there. Work on this one. Southern Charm is pretty good, like I said. We had a good time. I think that I don't know, man. I feel bad for Shep. But it's like, I don't know, he just wants to like this is Hollywood, picture Hollywood. Okay. Make it fun. Yeah, I just think that he misses her, I think actually. I think he misses Taylor and he knows it's done between them. And I think the things that he had done or she had done after they broke up just turned him off. But I think he just realized that he does want to be with somebody and be married, which sucks because that's what she wanted and that's all she wanted all along. But he said he would never do that, and that's basically why they broke up. And now he's just like getting older now, and he can't find somebody that actually like does wants him for him, because his grandma, his grandma was part of the fan club. That's like craziness. All right, so Justin, give it all. Up and down the boulevard. Just put music on while we're waiting, huh? I love music, guys. You guys don't know that, but. And I didn't realize that he made fun of people like Justin does that. I mean, that Ryan does that. I would have never caught on to that. It is a fucked up way. But if you believe somebody's a sexual predator, then yeah, I mean, that's the reason why that would happen. But I don't think that just is his personality, and that's what I keep saying. I really don't. And I'm a woman, and I don't really, I could blame guys for everything, but I don't. I know when people are fucked up, and you're fucked up, you're fucked up, and it doesn't matter. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. Like with my parents, like they thought we're gonna take sides or something. I'm not taking sides. I know who's right and who's wrong, and I tell them who's right and who's wrong in this whole damn situation. This didn't start with Ryan. I'm gonna didn't start with Ryan. Didn't start with Ryan. This started with Blake. Blake created the monster. Blake created the Ryan monster. I can't see. Blake created the Ryan of it all. And guys, please, I want to discuss this with you. Okay. Now it's not. I don't think it just came out of blue and did that. I really don't. All right. Didn't find anything. Sorry. I'm gonna go schedule better for you guys. Fun. Come on. All right. Big letters. Click created. Open pen. Come on. Blake created the Ryan monster. Purple. I'm just making a thumbnail, guys, for the Ryan and Blake and all that. What am I doing here? All right, getting there. Thumbnail. Come on. Okay. So some bright letters because I need somebody to come up here. I'm not kidding, man. I'm talking about this. Don't people talk about it because I can't stand the fact that I don't understand. Like, I wish somebody would tell me whether they see if I say it or not. That's ugly. Okay, we'll do it this way. Okay, Blake created the Ryan monster. Open panel. All right, left panel. Open panel. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to. I don't know. Nobody's probably watching. And here's that. This side. Come on, man. Of course, I'm trying to do it with you guys on the phone. Move. Oh no. Open panel. Alright, guys. I hope people see this because I really want to talk about it. A bunch of people. Hopefully more stuff comes out, but I mean, this is enough, man. I don't know why they don't. No, I guess I don't think everybody else sees. I guess I don't know. I'm gonna do an Instagram too. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't spell. Come on. Come on. Alright, so save it right now. I'm doing something right now. If I can do it the right way. And I'll put the link in here just in case. And then, Mary, will you share this for me? I'm gonna do I'm gonna schedule it literally right now. And put the thumbnail, but I'm gonna put the link in this chat right here. It's be 2 minutes. And then share it to all our peoples for me, please. Okay. Right back to StreamYard. Okay. Come on. Okay, it's just scheduling it. Here it is. Okay. And then thumbnail. So good. It's a good thumbnail too. Catchy. Works. Okay. The link. Thumbnail. But like, I'm just telling you, start with her. I hope people agree with me or not. If nobody comes out, I will do, but I'll let the stream go. But I think I need people to come in and talk about this one. Okay, create it. Hey, Lady Virgo. Yeah, I'm putting the link real quick. The link to the Blake Lively thing. No, I'm doing another live. I don't know. I thought I put that in there. I'm going to do another live in like 2 minutes. I'm just putting the link to it. I had to make the thumbnail so I can put the link in the thing. So you guys can just go to it now. In like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can go down and just wait. You know what I mean? All right, here's the link. Hold on. And It'll view on YouTube. Okay, do it, yeah. Okay. 5 minutes. Copy link. And I go back to my, or how do I get to my thing? Tell me I can't get to you guys. Yes, I can. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff you can listen to. Just saw some more stuff. I'll get to my link. Sorry. Maybe I'll be able to get to this. It's not me. Fuck. Oh, how did I get this link? I've scheduled it. No. Not scheduled. Oh my god. I'm trying to put the link for this next live. Oh, shit, is there? Okay. So share that. I already did. Sorry, copy. And then where's mine? Right here. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the link. Hopefully I'm putting it in there now, I hope. Nope, because it won't let me open it. Oh my god, I can't open my thing. I did all that. Maybe I can get it from here. Sorry. I'm just trying to put the link in, guys, so we can go to a different live about this. And I'm having a hard time doing it because I can't get it. And then we did me. That's okay. I'll just do it. It's like, hey, I lost you guys. All right. I need to get to mine. Sorry, guys. I am just trying to do 2,000 things and I no help. All right. Share. Copy link. Now, hopefully it lets me open this. Myself. Okay, now if I get the... There it goes. There. That is the link to the next live in like 5 minutes, okay? Everybody here, anybody listening to me? That's the link. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Love you guys. Everybody that's watching, thank you. And I will see you over there. We're going to talk about the whole Blake Lively thing, okay? Blake and Justin. I need an open panel. So please share this right here. This right here. Please share it for me. Please. And the same thing here. Please like, comment, subscribe on this. I'm ending this now. This is Southern Charm, a little bit of Blake Lively, but I needed to go on a panel, talk about this. Thank you. Love you. Bye.